then you have the New England Patriots, who are the most disliked dynasty in the history of sports. You're more apathetic towards the Spurs, right? Like you appreciate the Spurs, you admire the Spurs, you don't like the Spurs, but you don't dislike the Spurs, right? Like the Spurs, and the Spurs aren't really a dynasty because they didn't win back-to-back in the NBA. And in the NBA, you got to win back-to-back in a dynasty. The Shaq and Kobe Lakers weren't really hated. No, not so much. Unless they were playing against your team, maybe, but not really hated. I'm talking about dynasties now. Like LeBron's dynasty, a little hated. It's hated by some, but I think after last year, it's kind of admired, right? Like the going to Miami wasn't well liked, and he won 2 in a row, 2 out of 4. Now back in the finals, 2 consecutive years. One last year kind of won people over. There is no winning people over with the Patriots. They have decided they don't like you, and that's the end of it. Like the Roger Goodell doesn't show up, and I think Roger Goodell, all honesty, I kind of think that he's there to schmooze with the Fox people. I don't know this for a fact, but I got a pretty good hunch that in addition to it just being easier, it also makes sense to be with the rights holder for the Super Bowl. It just does. On the other hand, Goodell no-shows. Goodell's still hated. Like the Patriots are the only group more hated than Goodell. And yet here they are on the brink of another Super Bowl. It's pretty crazy, right? Was this the 6th straight year they've been in the AFC Championship game? The level of thorough and complete dominance. And this year, they don't have Rob Gronkowski. Like he ain't on that field. And they got rid of their best rush end and their best linebacker. Crazy. And yet here they are again.